Good evening, friends. I'm Amit, farmer and enthusiast, uh, and understanding and trying to understand the space science, and in the meantime, also equally working on doing some kind of research on Vedas and the sounds. The space is such a big thing. To understand the space, we have Vedic mantras in Nasadiya Suktas, which are describing how did the space was created and Earth was formed, and how was the solar system formed with the help of those mantras. I could understand a little bit of it, but it's such a huge science. And while trying to understand that, I came across a concept called quantum physics and quantum fields. This evening, I was going through a chapter which was provided by a video provided by Dr. Prabhakar, and he is equally a radar scientist, and he knows much more about sounds and sound based science, and alternate medicine can be prepared through that sound based energies. Similarly, I came across a person called Higgs. He is a scientist, and he has written multiple theories and combinations where his experiences are based on his experience when he was there in the cathedral. The structure of that cathedral, and he's trying to study the geometrical pattern of that cathedral, and where he identifies that he finds that the whole cathedral is positively charged, or there is a heavy pack electrons where when the person enters that particular cathedral, he feels calm, or his mind is aligned to that godly particle or godly sounds or whatsoever. But in the meantime, when we go back to our ancient studies, that is Vedic science, we have multiple Vedas, four different Vedas discussing about the same thing, and they are discussing about cosmos, they're discussing about the science, they're discussing about the atom, cell, the quarks, and all of that. Somewhere it flashed in my mind that beyond that, we also have something called yantras, which are again a geometrical patterns, or when we say yantras, they are nothing but the mechanisms, the sound emitting patterns. uh, our rishis were scientists, and they found out that this is a geometrical pattern which has got positive note or energy emitting from it. So they came up with Shri Yantra. While chanting Shri Sukta, I personally identified that the sound waves which are formed after chanting that particular mantra are similar, and the energies which are emitted through these mantras when you have that geometrical pattern in front of you, the Shri Sukta Yantra. When you Google down, you'll find that geometrical pattern of Shri Sukta Yantra or Shri Yantra. Just have a look at that one in the Google and listen to my audio, to my video, whatever I'm trying to say now. After this, this mantra, I'll say one sentence of it. With the help of these sound patterns, the person who is sitting in front of you can get healed from any distance by just listening to these sound waves. So this was a technology then which existed, and our Rishi Munis did do meditation and found out that this is the cosmic science. So I'll not delay the mantra chanting. Just hear it, and you might be already knowing it. But when we apply this mantra, we I find that this mantra has got so much of power in it, and I found out just now that when we chant, we have certain swarata, udatta, anudatta notes. While we take our breath, we breathe in such a pattern that our bodily, when we are uttering, those sounds are little different. In German, we have something called umlauts. we have two dots on A, we have two dots on U, and we have two dots on I, so on and so forth. Similarly, in Sanskrit, we have two bar lines and underline, and we have one single line on each, was on certain notes, on certain particular alphabets, and we chant it in this fashion. Just have a look at it. ॐ हिरण्यवर्णां हरिणीं सुवर्णरजतस्रजां चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो म आवह ताम आवह जातवेदो लक्ष्मी मनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं विन्देयं गामश्वं पुरुषानहम्. So you heard the chant from Sri Sukta. When we are chanting this, the sound waves, it has got certain patterns with it. Similarly, when we are chanting this mantra, the sound waves, when we practically identify this with the help of sand and a copper plate on it, the sand starts jumping when we utter this sound through the help of a copper wire and wooden sound receptor. So the geometry pattern which forms after chanting this particular mantra is nothing but the Sri Yantra, which I recently identified. I might be a little late while identifying. You guys might have already done that, but applying of this particular science, and now the Higgs, who did this research in the 18th century or 19th century, now claims that this is his finding. But when we go back to Rudra Chamakas and Namakas, specifically Chamakas, at the end we have certain mantras saying Eka chame, Trisashchame, Panchachame, Saptachame. That means when we chant this mantra, this is 11th Anuaka. Eka chame, Trisashchame, Tisrashchame, Panchachame, Saptachame, Navachama, Ekadashachame, Trayodashachame, Panchadashachame. These are numbers basically. This is what my understanding is. These are not mere just numbers. When I did a search through Google, it led me to one of the medicinal herb. The science, look at the interesting fact. The medicine is lying Tisrashchame, Ekachame, Tisrashchame. Tisrashchama means it's a herb, grass like herb, which has got immense power in it, which has got healing power, and it cleanses the digestion system, entire digestion system. This grass has got a capacity of cleansing our immune system as well. Look at that. If we are looking at just mantra, these are just sounds. If we are referring to them according to the Vedas, these are medicinal herbs, especially. And it was kind of, what do you say, accidental findings that serendipity, or someone may call it in a different way. I identified this as a medicinal herb when we discuss it. Ekachame. What is that Ekachame? I'm still yet to find what is that. Ekachame means one. Now it could be a Fibonacci series, or it could be something else. But whatever, today's my finding was a medicinal herb, which is mentioned in a Vedic text as Tisrashchame. In that Tisra, when we say Tisrashchame, in the Tisra, what do you mean by Tisrashchame? Tisrashcha means the medicinal grass. It's a grass. It could be root, it could be the stem, it could be the leaf, whatever. So this was a kind of insect which is in my brain tonight. I'll have to do research some more, and I thought it'll spark or ignite some kind of ideas in you as well. So thought to share with you. Signing off. Good night. Take care. Have a nice day.